Yu chi dune mon che ni se jan se
Purpose of my life is to free numberless helpings from whom I receive all my past happiness, present, and all the future happiness, realizations, paths, and enlightenment, who are most precious, most kind in my life, and bring enlightenment by myself alone. Numberless brother beings from whom I receive all my past happiness, present, future happiness, realization of the path and the enlightenment. Freedom from all the suffering causes, enlightenment by myself alone. Numbers, animals, all the every one of them from whom I receive all my paths, all the paths, happiness, present, future happiness, realization, enlightenment, everything. I must freedom from all the suffering causes, freedom from all the suffering causes, enlightenment by myself alone. The numbers of human beings from whom I receive all my numbers paths, happiness. Present, future happiness, including realizations of the path and enlightenment, everything. I must free them from all the suffering causes and bring them to enlightenment by myself alone. Numberless Sura beings from I receive all my numbers past, and present and future happiness, including the realizations of the path and enlightenment, who are most precious, most kind in my life. I must free them from all the suffering causes and bring them to enlightenment by myself alone. And the numerous Sura beings, from each of them I receive all my numbers past, happiness, present, future happiness, realizations of the path and enlightenment, everything. I must free them from all the suffering causes and bring them to enlightenment by myself alone. And numberless intermediate beings, from each of them I receive all my past happiness, present, future happiness, realization, enlightenment, everything. Who are most precious, most kind in my life. I must free them from all the suffering causes, bring them to enlightenment by myself alone. Therefore, I must achieve enlightenment. therefore need to exercise path, therefore need to purify the defilements. They need karmas, the downfalls, and the quite say from beginning is rebirth. One negative karma, one complete negative karma, example from such a ten virtuous action for one of them. If it's not pure, once it's committed, if it's not purified, then it is ongoing, endless suffering it causes. The result, creating result. Similar to cause, that complete action, the karma, produced for another for suffering result, and that creating result, similar to cause, the complete one cause produces another for suffering result, so that goes on, no end. So I have to suffer like this in samsara. So just even for one little karma, committed to one little karma, endless suffering. I will have to experience the endless suffering of samsara. So if that one need karma is not, if I put effort to not create, and then I don't have to experience all this endless suffering which comes from that. So it makes a huge, unbelievable differences. Committed that one need karma or not committed that one need karma. So there are so many in one day. So created from birth, created from beginning of rebirth, and top of that, Prabhupada demonstrated vow, and Bodhisattva vow, Prabhupada was much more heavier, then Bodhisattva vow much more heavier, and then heaviest one, and which results heaviest suffering, longest suffering, as well as the heaviest obstacle to exercise path. And that's the karma is connected with the relationship with the virtuous friend. So, and if I'm now in those hot or cold hell realms now, nothing I can do except experience suffering. I experience while I'm not while it's unbearable. While I do not like, no choice except to experience, no matter how many years. So therefore, without delay even a second, I must purify all these department of this the karma downfalls immediately, without delay even a second. And there are things that can be there, and that most terrifying is Lord and myself, and that will be there in any minute. Can be even today, in any minute. So must purify it right now. Therefore, I'm going to do prostration by starting to the Prabhupada, by practicing the confessing downfall. That which is just even reciting, which purifies so many eons of those different karmas. How I am most unbelievable, fortunate having this opportunity again today. For the happiness, this, for the happiness of all, for the happiness or for the benefit, every single kind of mother sentient being, every hell beings, hungry ghosts, animals, human beings, suras, asuras, and mystic beings.
Om Namo Manjushriya, Namo Shriya, Namo Uttama Shriya. Om Namo Manjushriya, Namo Shriya, Namo Uttama Shriya. Om Namo Manjushriya, Namo Shriya, Namo Uttama Shriya. Om Namo Manjushriya, Namo Shriya, Namo Namah Shriya. Chondende Dajan Shaman Raj Maya Namasama Sangiran Chingasana Chasalo. Chondende Dajan Shaman Raj Maya Namasama Sangiran Chingasana Chasa. Chondende Dajan Shaman Raj Maya Namasama Sangiran Chingasana Chasa. Chondende Dajan Shaman Raj Maya Namasama Sangiran Chingasana Chasa. Chondende Dajan Shaman Raj Maya Namasama Sangiran Chingasana Chasa. Chondende Dajan Shaman Raj Maya Namasama Sangiran Chingasana Chasa. Chondende Dajan Shaman Raj Maya Namasama Sangiran Chingasana Chasa Lo. Om Namo Bhagavate Ranangana Rasaya Nanangandaya Arande Samasam Buddha Dayana Om Rana Rana Maharana Rana Visaya So. Om Namo Bhagavate Ranangana Rasaya Nanangandaya Arande Samasam Buddha Dayana Om Rana Rana Maharana Rana Visaya So. Om Namo Bhagavate Ranangana Rasaya Nanangandaya Arande Samasam Buddha Dayana Om Rana Rana Maharana Rana Visaya So. Om Namo Bhagavate Ranangana Rasaya Nanangandaya Arande Samasam Buddha Dayana Om Rana Rana Maharana Rana Visaya So. Om Namo Bhagavate Ranangana Rasaya Nanangandaya Arande Samasam Buddha Dayana Om Rana Rana Maharana Rana Visaya So. Om Namo Bhagavate Ranangana Rasaya Nanangandaya Arande Samasam Buddha Dayana Om Rana Rana Maharana Rana Visaya So. Om Namo Bhagavate Ranangana Rasaya Nanangandaya Arande Samasam Buddha Dayana Om Rana Rana Maharana Rana Visaya So. Om Namo Bhagavate Ranangana Rasaya Nanangandaya Arande Samasam Buddha Dayana Om Rana Rana Maharana Rana Visaya So. I, whose name is throughout all times, take refuge in the Guru, take refuge in the Buddha, take refuge in the Dharma, take refuge in the Sangha. I, throughout all times, take refuge in the Guru, take refuge in the Buddha, take refuge in the Dharma, take refuge in the Sangha. I, throughout all times, take refuge in the Guru, take refuge in the Buddha, take refuge in the Dharma, take refuge in the Sangha. To the founder, Bhagavan, Tathagata Aham, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conqueror, Shakyamuni Buddha, I prostrate. To the Tathagata, thoroughly destroying with Vajra essence, I prostrate. To the Tathagata, radiant jewel, I prostrate. To the Tathagata, King, Lord of the Nagas, I prostrate. To the Tathagata army of heroes I prostrate. To the Tathagata, the lighted hero, I prostrate. To the Tathagata, jewel fire, I prostrate. To the Tathagata, jewel moonlight, I prostrate. To the Tathagata, meaningful to see, I prostrate. To the Tathagata, jewel moon, I prostrate. To the Tathagata, stainless one, I prostrate. To the Tathagata bestowed with courage, I prostrate. To the Tathagata pure one, I prostrate. To the Tathagata bestowed with purity, I prostrate. To the Tathagata water god, I prostrate. To the Tathagata deity, the water god, I prostrate. To the Tathagata glorious goodness, I prostrate. To the Tathagata glorious sandalwood, I prostrate. To the Tathagata infinite splendor, I prostrate. To the Tathagata glorious light, I prostrate. To the Tathagata sorrowless glory, I prostrate. To the Tathagata son of non-craving, I prostrate. To the Tathagata glorious flower, I prostrate. To the Tathagata pure light rays, clearly knowing by play, I prostrate. To the Tathagata lotus light rays, clearly knowing by play, I prostrate. To the Tathagata glorious wealth, I prostrate. To the Tathagata glorious mindfulness, I prostrate. To the Tathagata glorious name, widely renowned, I prostrate. To the Tathagata king, holding the victory banner of foremost power, I prostrate. To the Tathagata glorious one, totally subduing, I prostrate. To the Tathagata utterly victorious in battle, I prostrate. To the Tathagata glorious transcendent through subduing, I prostrate. To the Tathagata glorious manifestations illuminating all, I prostrate. To the Tathagata all subduing jewel lotus, I prostrate. To the Tathagata Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, king of the Lord of mountains, firmly seated on jewel and lotus, I prostrate. Seven medicine Buddhas. To Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, renowned, glorious King of excellent signs, I prostrate. To Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon and lotus, I prostrate. To Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, stainless excellent gold, illuminating jewel who accomplishes all conduct, I prostrate. The Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious Supreme One, free from sorrow, I prostrate. To Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate. To Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, clearly knowing by the play of supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate. To Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, medicine guru, king of lapis lazuli light, I prostrate. Confession prayer. All you 35 Buddhas and others, as many Tathagatas, Arhats, perfectly completed Buddhas, as there are existing, sustaining, and residing in all the world systems of 10 directions, all you Buddha Bhagawans, please pay attention to me. In this life and in all states of rebirth in which I have circled in samsara throughout beginningless lives, whatever negative actions I've created, made others create, or rejoice in the creation of, whatever possessions of stupas, possessions of sangha, possessions of sangha, the 10 directions, that I have appropriated, made others appropriate, or rejoice in the appropriation of, whichever among the 5 actions of immediate retribution I have done, caused to be done, or rejoice in the doing of, whichever paths, the 10 non-virtuous actions I have engaged in, caused others to engage in, rejoice in engaging in, whatever I have created being obscured by these karmas, causes me and sentient beings to be born in the hell realms, in the animal realm, and in the preta realm, in irreligious countries, as barbarians, or as long-life gods, with imperfect faculties, holding wrong views, or not being pleased with Buddha's descent. In the presence of the Buddha Bhagawans who are transcendental wisdom, who are eyes, who are witnesses, who are valid, and who see with omniscient consciousness, I am admitting and confessing all these negativities. I will not conceal them nor hide them. From now on in the future I'll abstain and refrain from committing them again. All Buddha Bhagawans, please pay attention to me. In this life and in all other states of rebirth in which I have circled in samsara throughout beginningless lives, whatever roots of virtue I have created by generosity, even as little as giving just one mouthful of food to being born in the animal realm, whatever roots of virtue I have created by guarding morality, whatever roots of virtue I have created by following pure conduct, whatever roots of virtue I have created by fully ripening sentient beings, whatever roots of virtue I have created by generating bodhicitta, and whatever roots of virtue I have created by my unsurpassed transcendental wisdom, all these assembled and gathered combined together, I fully dedicate to the unsurpassed, the unexcelled, that higher than the high, that superior to superior. Thus I completely dedicate to the highest, perfectly complete enlightenment. Just as the previous Buddha Bhagawans are fully dedicated, just as the future Buddha Bhagawans will fully dedicate, and just as the presently abiding Buddha Bhagawans are fully dedicating, like that I too dedicate fully. Confess all negativities individually. I rejoice in all the merits. I urge and implore Buddhas to grant my request. May I receive the highest, most sublime, transcendental wisdom. To the conquerors, the best of humans, those who are living in the present time, those who have lived in the past, and those who will likewise come, to all those who have qualities as vast as an infinite ocean, with hands folded, I approach for refuge.
It's me, O great Guru Vashtara, all other Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who abide in the 10 directions, and all the Venerable Sangha, please pay attention to me. I, who am named circling in cyclic existence since beginning of time until the present, overpowered by mental afflictions such as attachment, aversion, and ignorance, by means of body, speech, and mind, have created the 10 non-virtuous actions. So we purify every single of these nirkamas mentioned here with regretfulness. There has been with the mindfulness, with the remembrance of the heavy continual suffering of each of those nirkamas, and then that they have been created numberless times, time without beginning, from beginning of samsara lifetime by oneself. And then second, making very powerful purification to say, to not experience the result of all these unbearable result of all these karma, the sufferings, as well as the obstacles to say, to purify the obstacles to have realizations of the path to enlightenment for sentient beings, which are the defilements in nirkama, those examples. So by looking at each of them, by seeing with the emptiness, so that by looking at it empty, that which is empty. So one way, looking at it in the karma, the empty, from its own side, like throwing an atom bomb on each of those nirkamas that are purifying, which purifies very powerful, very purifying, or looking at it in this nirkama, looking at it hallucination, because the way is nirkama, when one think of each of nirkama, appears real nirkama, in a sense existing from the side. So looking at it hallucination, that which is the hallucination. So coming to the same point, it means it's empty. Or the other way, thing merely labeled, as we go through each nirkama, thing merely labeled. So can do whichever way is more effective, can do different different times, however. Conclusion do so whichever way one say more effective to one's mind to see empty, so can use that technique. I've created the 10 non-virtuous actions. So every time, make sure you think, collect it. Just one, collect to just one. How heavy it is, and collect it numberless times from beginningless samsara birth. So make sure to remember all that. To have mindfulness of all that. Then can have thought to purify everything. Which is merely labeled by mind. I have engaged in the 5 uninterrupted innate karmas, which are merely labeled by mind. And the 5 nearing and interrupted innate karmas, which are merely labeled by the mind. I have transgressed the vows of the individual liberation, which are merely labeled by the mind. So when you think, merely labeled by mind, the idea what you get is that it is not nihilism, total non-existent, but it exists, but it's empty. But it's totally empty from its own side. So, so the point to get into the understanding, the discovering what it should be. So it should lead to this. To have insight of this. Seeing the very nature of this, nothing slightest that it exists from its own side, totally empty. But not non-existent. So it's a middle of a view. They transgress the vows of Bodhisattvas. Which are merely labeled by the mind. Transgressed the samaya or sacred mantras. summary of the secret mantra. Which are merely labeled but mind. I've been disrespectful to my parents. Which are merely labeled by the mind. I have been disrespectful to my Vajra masters. To my abbot. Which are merely labeled by the mind. I've been disrespectful to my to my say the spiritual friends they engaging the actions or behaviors harmonize the perfectness, the enlightenment. Which means abiding in the Vapatamosha, we see vows. Then similar to the Bodhisattva vows. Then the also the Tantra vows. Then the particular the Vajra say this same guru say the same as a same guru's disciple who have taken Tantra initiations. They say Vajra so the Vajra can Vajra can so say that from the root fall which that the criticizing Vajra can, so the which comes the third number there. When we count the way it's arranged is the third heavy one. So so these newcomers are the so how heavy it is, even that one time, the starting result, all the obstacles, and that disrespect, and then having done created that number of times from beginning relationship, and then not throw the atomic bomb on that. Merely labeled by mind, which are merely labeled by the mind. So strong regretfulness rises by thinking committed, especially in numberless times from beginning to birth. When the strong regretfulness rises, they throw the atomic bomb in the emptiness within the getting merely labeled by mind. All these are merely labeled by the mind. So trying to get the idea of emptiness, the meaning of that is empty. Then they say, I have committed actions harmful to the three jewels. Not just one time, done numberless times from beginning to birth. Harm the three jewels. All these are merely labeled by mind. And avoided the holy Dharma. This extremely heavy one, not just done one time, in this life, see, if we think well, it's possible, we may have done many times in this life. However, and then numberless times from beginningless rebirth. Which are merely labeled by the mind. Criticize the higher Sangha. Not just one time, which is very heavy suffering result, but so many times even this life, and done in numberless times from beginningless to rebirth, which are merely labeled by the mind. means that the negative karma. Harmed sentient beings. So, not just one time, then every I say that almost every day, or directly or indirectly, harm the sentient beings. From a time, I say, from beginning, it's rebirth. Big harms to sending, small harms to sending. So there was like this. When we were animal tigers, so forth, snakes were born those numberless times. Like those animals, then there's no other food to live on except meat, and except other sentient beings alive, eating alive. So there are so many. So there are numberless of so many different types who live on other living alive, other sentient beings. So that then even as human being, then you think should be alive. Now, just one. So like this, collected like karma collected from beginning to birth. So all these karmas are merely labeled by our mind. And so on. These and many other non-virtuous negative actions I have done have caused others to do. So on the top of that, this have caused others to do. Not only one shall engage, but on top of that, cause others to engage. Not just one time, numberless times, and from beginning to birth, all these need karmas, merely left by mind. Happy rejoice. Then on top of that, also there's this happy rejoice in others doing the karma. Not just one time in this life, not so many times. Many times it happens, and then numberless times it was done from beginning as a rebirth. Also, which is a very heavy suffering result. Or collect the same heavy karma as the other person, as the other sentient being. Even you don't, one is not engaged in actual killing or whatever that person did, it's karma, but by rejoicing, you get the same heavy karma as this person did, as actually yourself engaged in that action. As far as in karma, you get the same. Even though one doesn't have the reputation or that one did, but having rejoiced, you get the same heavy karma. Then from beginning to rebirth, all these karmas immediately labeled by mind. In the presence of the great Guru Vajradhara, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who abide in the twin directions and the Venerable Sangha, I admit these entire collections of faults and transgressions that are obstacles to my own higher birth and liberation, and are cause of cyclic existence and miserable laws of birth. I will not conceal them and accept them as negative. I promise to refrain from doing these actions again in the future. By confessing and acknowledging them, I will attend and abide in happiness, while by not confessing and acknowledging them, true happiness will not come. So, at any practice of purification, it was more powerful purification at the end. In the practice of purification, at the end, to circle, so to seal with emptiness. Action, so the doer, oneself, and action, and the object, what is done. So, look at empty. In emptiness, there is no I, the creator. There is no action creating. There is no object what is created. The negative karma, what is created. While it's miserable, while everything is empty. Direct medicine by labeling that. While in the state of mindfulness, everything empty. Do not exist from the outside, everything empty. Continuing that awareness, then it's getting. They do 3 times areas, collected by me, by others. May I achieve 35 Buddha's enlightenment and lead all the sentient beings to that enlightenment by myself alone. Chanchusum Jorumbo Jamaja Wana Javanya Bameva Kone Kumbo Bewa.